So here we are in Minecraft. I played this game quite a long time, actually. My daughter introduced it to me a few years back, probably about 3 years ago now. And I have to admit to being one of those kids who just loved to build stuff. So the fact that this is a building game, essentially, a survival and slash building game, was really interesting to me. Well, anyways, so here's the spawn point, which we originally spawned at. And I made a video a long time ago of this on a different channel, but I'll go ahead and go into flight mode. But essentially I kind of crawled over these beaches and at some point came over to this area, which did not look anything like this, of course. I had an original castle here, which was very, very crude. In fact, this was a landmass that went across here, and there was a hill kind of here, and I built the original castle kind of in this area. But as you can see, it's pretty big scale-wise. This is only one or two people's work, so this is kind of one of the castles, many castles inside this huge complex. It's been built, torn down, built again several times, like real towns and cities and castles. But this is the current incarnation. We have a little village out here, little fishing village. This is the newer structures over here. And it's not all finished. It's kind of still a work in progress, but got this kind of great hall building up here. This whole area is walled in with large walls. Here's another town that's kind of in, again, various stages of work. This eventually will all be filled in. Some areas like this, were just essentially covered. Like below this green dirt is just an open area underneath that's all lit up. And I decided to extend the wall essentially around what's kind of like the major part of the city. This is another little village that, it used to be, for instance, this was just a kind of a little mine that we went down into a long time ago. And now it's its own little independent village. So, and we have a couple of different rail lines. This is one that goes way, way, way to the I want to say north, but I think it's south now. They keep changing the directions around in the game. It used to be that the sun rose over here and set over there, so this was east and that was north, obviously. But then during a recent update, it switched around again, so now the sun's rising on the opposite side. So like it used to back in the old days. But essentially, and again, this just, this large city, I guess you'd call it, just goes on and on. I built lots of little things. Like this was one little fortress that we built, kind of as maybe an Oriental Chinese kind of inspired watchtower. Made a little volcano over there. Looks like trying to make it look like it had just recently erupted and burnt down a bunch of trees. It's nice to be able to fly around in the game. This land was all originally grassland, and then of course when this map was originally, I should start back at the beginning. This map was originally a single player, but then we converted it to multiplayer, and then when the game supported multiplayer and single player mode, it was converted back to single player. So, and again, this little tower here is also kind of a Chinese-inspired architecture. This project could go on and on and on for a long time. It's obviously, like I said, it's in a kind of a various forms of completion. We did several things, though. This is one of the second major projects we did, which was a big treehouse. It's supposed to be like an elven treehouse, or an elven tree. We called it the Great Tree, or the One Tree, something like that. And again, this land was all originally green. It wasn't snow covered. So the game atmospherics updated at some point and brought in the ice and the snow. What else do we have? Let's see. Built kind of a large arboretum area up here. Is that a tree that never... Excuse me while I do some maintenance. I guess this is a section that never disappeared. Just want to make sure all the stuff's out of it. And this was kind of a large hill area, which we had built a kind of mage's tree fortressy thing here, and then we updated it to this one. But yeah, this is all lit up by glowstone. It looks pretty at night. Maybe I'll switch it to night and let you see the place at night, because it is pretty well lit up. This is a new section that we built not too long ago, our new expansion. And again, these all used to be kind of like the wild areas for us, because we had a little fortress over there, and this game's just essentially or this map area has kept expanding and expanding. We have lots of rail areas, and of course there's a huge underground complex to all this as well, which I can show you. Kind of proud of this. I built like a little, when they did the update, I admit I did do this on creative, but pretty much other than this little project right here, and I think some of these trees I use creative because it's just so hard to farm those stupid jungle trees, but not all of them, just some of them. And then everything else you see here, for the most part, including this blue lapis lazuli or whatever, was all hand harvested in survival mode. This map I don't usually run it on creative. It's all survival. But occasionally my daughter's convinced me to do something in whatever in creative. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Anyways, so take a look here in the inside of one of the main castles. There's the throne room. And we got lots of little, areas like this little secret passage there. And I'm getting the evil noise of something below. It's weird because it's all lit up down there. And then so we have, this is one of the main originally this was the main entrance to go down to the under area. And so this is like the first major staircase I built. Down, down, down it went. And originally there was just a little storage room down here to keep stuff in. But again, over time this is expanded. We have the dark stair, which, again, these are stairs, so nothing's going to spawn here. Nice. I didn't know that originally, so I put in like lava or a netherrack light in there at various points. That was very difficult to see. So one of the first major projects we did was build a big giant nethergate room, but we converted it essentially into a big throne room. Now again, all these materials, all these resources you see in here were all hand farmed using in survival mode. Everything you see down below in the lower area, definitely. Here's our storeroom. That's where we keep everything. We used to have just a few furnaces in here, but did an expansion at one point and created a few more with lots more storage. So I actually don't have a lot of cobblestone right now. I need to resupply with cobblestone so I can make more brickstone. But we've got a few diamonds. Not that many emeralds actually. A little bit of gold, lots of iron, not that much obsidian, and lots of lapis lazuli. But each one of these is kind of themed. Like this is the nether area, all the nether stuff. Got some nether brick there. And then we have various rails. So like for instance, we have rails that go off in one direction and another here. For example, if we get a thing, you can see I can go this way. And there's automatic doors here that open and close. That closed, just couldn't see it. And the rails go out to various different points on the map. What I definitely like about this game is just the ability to create. And I mean, it reminds me a lot of the kind of play sets that we used to get as kids, the Lincoln Logs and all the various things, or erector sets with the various machines you could make that were electric powered or whatever. And Minecraft's kind of a virtual version of that. So, oh, sorry, dude. But now that it's getting dark, I'll go ahead and show you the place at night. So, obviously pretty well lit up in some of the ground areas here, but there's still some mobs that spawn. And let's go up to the tower. We haven't actually finished this tower. I'm not quite sure what I want to do on the top part. I think I just made it flat for right now. But, there's the Arboretum area, and there's that was supposed to be one of the major towns. And the kind of main, I think I call that the Prince's Castle or something like that. So that's one of our project areas. Of course, we've been on this map forever, so there are all sorts of little areas that are part of the same area. So actually, let me take you down into, where's the closest nether gate? I guess the one over here in the temple. Oh, actually, no, there's one in here, isn't there? Yeah. Actually put one in here at one point to make it easier to get around. Or did I? I thought I did. Didn't I? Maybe not. Oh, wait. Is it right here? No. Huh. I could have sworn I put in another gate here, but I guess I didn't. Okay, well. Just go through this one over here. Whee! I like the fast nether now. So, essentially, in the nether, we built a central rail complex. And so this is all our rail lines that run out to different places. I think, we started with one of these, probably like, one of the other. And essentially, they keep us protected from gas, obviously, and just make it easier to get around from point A to point B. I hate getting stuck on that. So let me take you to, actually, let's see. Take you to one area. I gotta read my own labels because I'm not sure. Okay, so Southern Lands versus... Oh, looks like we lost our sign. I want to say this is the right... See, yeah, they're mislabeled. These are actually... We want to go to the Southern Lands, but this is actually going to go south. Now, the new south. Used to be the other way around. This is the way north. Unless I have this backwards. Oh, no, I don't. Good. Okay, so I want to go this direction. So that's this one. Travel in the nether is shorter distance versus land. So if you travel X amount of blocks, like say 100 blocks in the nether, I don't know what the exact distance difference is, but you go maybe like 1,000 blocks in the real world. But let's just jump through here. And now we are in what I like to call our coolest project, or I like to think of as our coolest project. And this is the inside of the Pyramid Temple. Now the Pyramid Temple is easily our biggest project. Doesn't look so great on the inside right now, but again, hand harvested pretty much. There are I think some of the interior parts I did here might have been on creative, but everything you see on the outside, definitely hand harvested. And here's the outside. So we started with this little pyramid over here, which at the time we thought was a big project. And then we were like, let's build a bigger one. So we did. And then we were like, let's make it even bigger. So essentially this pyramid, even though what you see up on the top here is, is fairly decent size. I think it's like, I don't know, 36 or 48, somewhere around there, blocks wide on each corner. We actually made it a lot deeper underneath. So when you come in through the rail line here, you enter the lower section of the pyramid, which is this whole area. And this area is like the floor that we were just on, about on the top side. So you can see it comes down even more, and then if you count, obviously, the depth all the way down, it's even more. I had an Enderman in here. I noticed that was in here earlier. I hate when they just... Where did he get that block? He couldn't have just been walking around. I guess he teleported from the outside in with it, didn't he? Anyways, this is like one of our first experience-y grinder. Is this thing still... Wow, I just killed the gate instead of just destroyed it. I guess this still works, yeah. This is one of our like first experience grinders. So there's a skeleton. Yeah, there they come. Skeleton thing up there. Excuse me while I fix this door. Let's go ahead and put a steel door in, and we'll just leave it because won't need to go in there for a while, so it won't matter. Alrighty, well, so Yeah, just doing here. I mean, just to do all these freaking orange blocks, we had to I had to go find the dye. I mean, it was a major project. 'Cause, I mean, if you count all these, there's just a lot of material there. So again, if you're doing it in creative, easy. When you're doing it in survival and you have to harvest everything, it's not so easy. Go ahead and try to cruise it. Probably edit this bit out if I remember, anyways. Okay, that's better. All right, let's continue, shall we? Oh, I'll take F3 off too. That was kind of annoying to have up there all the time. Okay, so then I go this way, then I go this way, then I go up, and I can't get out there, so I'll go up here. So this is one of our houses, and I'm not quite walking. Okay, there we go. This is one of our early houses that I built for me. Kind of a Frank Lloyd Wright inspiration house. Looks like it's floating on water. It essentially has like water around the little blocks, and then the opposite side there's kind of a waterfall effect. So I don't know. I liked it. It's got kind of windows in there with libraries and another storage room. There's another whole storage room in here that was not huge, but it was, you know, at the time I built it, it was pretty big. So, but that's my house. My daughter used to have a house down here, but she decided to start tearing it down at some point. So, it used to be right down here, but now it's not there anymore. Anyway, so that's a kind of brief tour of some of our projects and what we've been doing on this map. Hope you enjoyed watching, and if you'd like to see more Minecraft videos, let me know. It's not quite the PC War Machine theme, but there is a survival aspect to this. I don't know if anybody's ever played this game before, and you're just seeing this video for the first time, but let me assure you that game mode, they just changed this, so I'm going to have to try to guess. Survival? Oh. What do you mean I don't have it? Oh, I have to put it, hold on a second, I have to put it into, okay. Alright, so now I'm in survival. Oh. And, so now, see these guys. Hello! See, now they come after me. And if they attack you, they kill you. Of course, I have really good armor and pretty good sword right now. Oh, you were easy to kill. But yeah, that's the way that works. We have a daylight sensor on this, so it should be interesting to see how this works. I forget where I put the sensor. I believe it's over here. Oh, he's up there on top. Where did I put the sensor? Oh yeah, the sensor's right down here. So when it gets light enough, the sensor will trip the redstone on the inside. I won't be able to get in up here, but if I was on the inside, look, you can see out. Kind of like a little window area. Boy, they're coming from far away to attack me. Those are zombies. They're pretty easy to kill, but there are things like creepers, and they blow up essentially if they get too close to you for too long. And they will definitely kill you. Let's see if I can find a creeper. So the game, although it looks simplistic graphics-wise, it's just the way it's designed to be, obviously. I can't fly anymore, so now that I'm off survival. In case anybody wants to know what I look like this. Pretty much fit into the world that we're in. And from the front, I look like this. Hello! Hi, this is Jim with Minecraft Central. No, actually. Anyway, so. A lot of people play this game, so don't make fun and say rude comments, because it's not like I don't play other games, the same games you guys play. But I like the creative aspect of this game, so it's just something. There's not really any games like it. If somebody made a more like, I don't know, more realistic, or one that was just as good as this in terms of functionality, then I would play that one. But they don't. So this is the best you can get in terms of creative world building, and I like it. Anywho, well, thanks for watching. If I even kept all this in, and have a good day. Well, hey, this is Jim. I'm back on my little Minecraft area here. I actually forgot I didn't show something that I wanted to actually feature. but I'm heading right at it, so I will kind of show it to you as we pass by on this rail. This is one of our long rail lines, and since I put the game back on creative, or crowd survival, I'm having to get back normally. But yeah, when one of the patches hit, and you had the whole thing with the villagers where you could sell them things for emeralds, we decided to build a farm. So yeah, that's the farm we built. It's big.